Hi, my name is Meg. I am 21 years old. Today is Tuesday, January 19th, and I am speaking with Lindsey, my best friend, and I am recording this interview at my house in Vermont.
Hi, my name is Lindsey, and I am 23 years old, and it is Tuesday the 19th, and I'm recording this from my house in Claremont, New Hampshire.
All right. So, when COVID first arrived in the US, what were your fears and what thoughts and emotions are still going through your mind?
My fears were that COVID would take my stepdaughter's father away because of the military, and that he would have to go and take care of the overflow patients at the Vermont overflow hospital, and that I wouldn't get to see her because of that. And also that my older relatives would die because of it.
Now, he's an EMT, so is that like a requirement that they have sometimes if they need help at the overflow hospital?
It wouldn't be because of his EMT, it's because he's in the National Guard. So they would basically enlist the National Guard to go take care of people. So his best friend had to go up there, and he was up there for, I think it was 8 weeks, where he had to live in the overflow hospital to take care of people. He wasn't allowed to come home.
That's so scary. Has COVID made it difficult for you to see family or friends? And if yes, how so?
My grandfather had heart surgery 2 weeks after COVID became a pandemic, so we couldn't go see him in the hospital at all. And we couldn't go see him afterwards, and we haven't seen them since because they're older, and my grandfather has pre-existing health conditions. And I have a couple of friends that have respiratory issues like asthma, so they've been kind of secluded. But for the majority of it, I've still been able to see my immediate family and my immediate friends. So
What did you sacrifice with COVID the most? And was there anything that you felt like you really had to give up?
we were fortunate enough that we really didn't have to sacrifice much. Both my job and Travis's job are considered essential jobs. So neither one of us had to stop working. And the only thing that I really had to give up, which was for a benefit, was my shopping habits, because I had to go on a shopping hiatus for a while. But I don't really think we've missed out on much.
And what has given you hope during this experience? And is there a hobby you picked up that you didn't think you would before COVID happened?
I guess hope would be that the kids went back to school normally and then they got taken out again. But that was a step in the right direction, in my opinion. And opening everything back up was a step in the right direction, in my opinion. I was not a fan of the global shutdown that happened. And hobbies that I picked up would be working out at home. I never thought I'd be one of those people who did Beachbody, because I don't like to be seen when I work out, but I like to work out at home now.
And what are your thoughts about the vaccination? And will you receive the vaccination if or when it is offered to you?
I have reservations about the vaccination because they pushed it out so quickly. So I feel like there were steps that were definitely rushed or skipped. So I don't feel like there's enough information about the side effects or the potential end results to it. My brother received both vaccines. The first one he was fine with. The second one he had flu-like symptoms for a few days after, but he's fine now. My parents both got the first one. My mom was fine. My dad had an adverse reaction and was had flu-like symptoms again and was pretty sick. And I'm in the last phase of it, so I have time to decide what I want to do. So I'm undetermined at this point.
Were your parents in the essential workers group of it, or were they, because they're not over 65, right? I don't know how New Hampshire works.
My brother was working as an MA in Vermont in a doctor's office, so he was required to get one. And then my mom is the master scheduler for the OR at Dartmouth, so she's in contact with COVID patients every day. And my dad is he works for Dartmouth, and he goes in and fixes like the rooms when things go wrong, and he fixes all the patient lifts when they're broken and things like that. So he's also in direct patient contact.
And finally, do you think our world will go back to normal, or do you see this world we live in kind of now as our new normal?
I think we'll have some normals come back. I think that once we kind of flatten the curve, as they say, schools will go back for kids. I think sports will come back, but I feel like people are still going to try to socially distance a little bit. And I'm hoping that once all the vaccines are out and everybody's vaccinated, that masks become irrelevant.
Irrelevant. All right, well, that's it. Thanks for letting me interview you. I appreciate it.